Kay Smith's 80th birthday party in March of 2016 was a time for celebration. After all, she lived near all three of her children and was in fantastic health.
We talked to her nearly every day. She's our best friend, really. And my brother, too.
Kay took good care of herself and religiously went to her doctors for preventative checkups, including mammograms at the Allison Breast Center in Henrico, run by Dr. Michael Big.
She trusted him.
Kay's daughters say Big would routinely tell their mom that there were no signs of breast cancer. However, in 2018, she started feeling extreme fatigue.
She wasn't feeling well in 2018. She was tired, and it concerned her.
So her primary care doctor sent her to get a mammogram somewhere else.
We were all together, and she told us that, yeah, she had stage 4 breast cancer. And we were devastated.
Absolutely devastated.
The diagnosis was terminal.
I just couldn't believe that that stage 4, you know, it just, you know, it couldn't be.
According to a lawsuit against Big filed by Kay Smith in 2019, her new radiologist, Dr. Ryan Gabriel, reviewed the mammograms and ultrasounds that Big had administered in 2015, 2016, and 2017. Gabriel found that each one was highly suggestive of malignancy, suggesting that she had cancer.
You know, we were just shocked. She said, I want to protect patients around Richmond. I want to get the word out.
Kay worried there might be other patients like her, so she sent a complaint to the Board of Medicine.
I think that was, we were in line for the
Dumbo
ride, and Caitlin put her mouth on the handrail.
Wait, seriously? I did?
Around that same time in 2018, Catherine Akers had her first mammogram read by Dr. Big.
He said, you know, looks good. Come back in a year.
But by the time of her next appointment in May of 2019, the mother of 3 girls had started feeling pain in her right breast.
I honestly was expecting him to find something. He did the mammogram again, and he said, no, everything looks fine.
By that August, at age 42, she could feel a lump.
I feel like God moved my hand to show me the lump.
When she was able to get into another practice in September to get an ultrasound of her breast.
Well, they got me to get my old films from Allison Breast Center, and I brought those in, and they said they couldn't tell me I had breast cancer that day, but they basically told me I had breast cancer that day. The radiologist there was, because, you know, my first reaction was, I can't believe this is here and it wasn't there in May. And he said, no, it was there in May. And he really was very vocal about how upset he was with Allison Breast Center. And in fact, he could see it from the previous mammogram as well. So for 2 years in a row, you could see the cancer.
Although Catherine never filed a complaint, she is patient K in the report, which led the Board of Medicine to suspend Dr. Big's medical license last month. The practice closed shortly thereafter.
I'm one of them, and honestly, I did not know that I was one of them.
The report includes the stories of 18 patients who the medical board found all had their mammograms misread by Big.
I just couldn't believe that I had put my trust in Dr. Big, and he failed me in a major way, and it could have ended my life because of it.
Kay Smith is also in the board's report, but by the time her cancer was found, it was too late. She died on April 11th, and because of the COVID-19 pandemic, her family says they never got to properly say goodbye.
We were not even allowed to go in the door to admit her. It was awful. It was just absolutely awful that we couldn't be there during her last 2 days. Dr. Big just needs to shut down so that no other mother, sister, aunt, whomever will have to go through this.
I reached out to Dr. Bigg's office via email about the allegations in the K-Smith lawsuit, as well as the board's findings, but I have yet to hear back. In his response to the civil lawsuit, Bigg denies Smith's claims, saying that he did not breach the standard of care and did not proximately cause her alleged injuries. A post on the Allison Breast Center's Facebook page by Bigg's wife states that they strenuously deny all of this and say they have been subject to lies and insinuations. That page appears to have been taken down. Now, Smith is not the first to have sued Dr. Bigg. We also found a lawsuit filed against him by the United States of America. The lawsuit alleged that Bigg and his business failed to file tax returns between 2002 and 2008 and owed the government more than $1 million in back taxes. Working for you, I'm Melissa Hippolyte for CBS 6.